Welcome to episode 77 of Cookies and Milk. I'm your host, William.
I'm your host, Ben.
Wow. Power play.
You put it facing you.
My opinions matter more.
We both know who the people are really here for.
It's rubble.
Evie.
It's our family in the background.
Yeah, the noises that they make around the...
Yeah. It's for the chance that Alan and Kat will be back on the podcast.
Every time they boot it up, and it's like, nope, and then they exit, so it doesn't even count as a view.
They delete it from the watch history.
Recommend more like this? Absolutely not.
They wait until that one episode with Toxic Bubblegum was on. I was like, recommend more than this.
More of this.
It'd be funny if they didn't listen to their podcast, though. It's just the four of us.
The four of them is where it's really good.
We're just having water today.
Yeah, we had McDonald's Sundays beforehand. So today's topic is we're going to talk about DLC. I can't remember what the exact wording was last time. You want to talk about DLC and whether it was earned?
Whether DLC is earned?
You've been like scratching your own head trying to remember saying that phrase.
Yeah. It sounds like a topic, right?
Yeah, but I wanted to talk... I beat Uncharted 4, so spoilers for Uncharted 4.
Spoilers for Uncharted 4.
I'm getting it out of the way first. That's the best we've ever done. Normally we get halfway
Absolutely.
in and then we say, oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Spoilers for Uncharted 4.
It's a good final boss fight,
It's
right?
very good. You described it, you were like, it's going to change up. Like, it changes some stuff up and it's perfect. And like, I got in there and I saw the swords and I was like, 100%. And
yeah.
he beat the shit out of me with the sword a bunch and I was like, god damn it, this part is hard.
Were you on the hardest difficulty?
I was on hard. Crushing is unlocked after playing hard.
Right, of course.
It's weird. Uncharted 4 and the Uncharted series as a whole are the kind of games that, like, I beat it once and I'm satisfied.
Yeah, you don't want to play it again.
I don't want to play it again.
Because it's a story-driven game.
That being said, I would kind of like to pick it up again, because you get all the... I didn't check out any of the bonuses.
Ooh.
So you could play as, like, everybody.
Yeah.
There's, like, weird different modes, like, weird filters and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think would be a lot of fun to play as.
I didn't know you could play as different characters in the main game.
Yeah, you can put skins on.
I might just play as Sully the entire game.
It'd be a fun one. You can play as Endgame Rafe, where he's all disheveled, and I was like, this is actually sweet. He looks cool there. Which is a massive undertaking, considering Rafe for the rest of the game.
Yeah, he looks kind of...
Is Nadine in Lost Legacy?
Yeah.
She is?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's one of the main characters.
She is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a female duo.
I thought I was a racist.
No. Nope.
I saw her in the game.
That's...
I saw. Here's the thing. I saw her in the game.
That's gonna be Cookies and Milk right there.
We've done this
think.
before.
Yeah, 3 minutes in, Ben's a racist.
I said I thought.
Anyway, come on back next time when it's me and my guest, Toxic Bubblegum. Ben will not be there.
Ben has been removed from the premises. I saw her and I was like, oh man, she looks sort of like one of the characters in Lost Legacy.
Oh my god.
And then, like, it was like, she's like, mercenary, and I was like, oh, I was wrong.
What?
Because I thought they were two different characters.
Yeah?
I thought, like, I had just seen the box art for Lost Legacy wrong.
Oh.
That's what I meant. Like, I was like, oh, shit, oh, no. But then, like, turns out I was right. So. Not a racist.
Okay. We gotta get off this topic because I feel like we are dangerously close to you becoming a racist.
I am a racist. So you don't actually beat Nadine?
Right, you do not fight Nadine.
Ever. You don't... You fight her a lot.
Why is there a song going on upstairs?
Des on his phone.
That's weird.
and she beats you up.
Yeah.
So much. So consistently.
Yeah.
And it's really funny.
Because you gotta realize that
she's trained in all sorts of combat.
Yeah.
And
in like
the Drakes are just like...
In loose gunplay, the Drakes are criminal level. So they're lucky and they're somewhat athletic. But
the thing is, they're just made of steel.
Yeah.
Like, you put it in, like, terms of, like, stat creation, Their like strength is like 5 out of 10. Agility is like 9 out of 10.
Their constitution is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, endurance is like 20 out of 10. They can just keep going. It's so funny to me because like you do the math like in the final acts of Uncharted 4, you're just on the entire island. You don't eat. You never stop to eat.
You don't eat.
You wake up immediately. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think a fun little epilogue scene would be like Drake doing a Ninja Warrior course.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a great thing to...
How did you like the ending?
Oh, the epilogue where you play as the daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. My one regret is you open the closet and I didn't click on everything.
Oh, come on.
There was a thing in the bottom drawer and I was like, bottom drawer, that's probably like final thing you can pull out, you're going to see something. And then I reached to the top and she pulled the book out and I was like, fuck, no!
Yeah. There's just... It's good. I
Everything
really enjoyed
there
it a lot.
is so good.
I do like that there was the Crash Bandicoot thing at the beginning and the end.
Yeah. Crash Bandicoot is hard.
It's hard, right? Crash Bandicoot, when you're playing it through Nathan Drake or Little Drake's hands...
One of my favorite things that happens in the game, though, is that... So... Nice. You fed the cat to the dog. So there's like Nate makes comments about like Crash Bandicoot. He's like, you're just running.
Yeah.
And then like there's parts in the later like closer to the end of the game where you're just like running through like the exploding mummies and everything, and it felt exactly like it.
It's sort of funny.
Yeah, it's just like once a naughty dog, always a naughty dog.
Yeah.
I'm standing by that statement. But the epilogue is just perfect. Like, I love all the little details and everything. I thought Sully was gonna die.
You thought Sully was gonna die?
I thought Sully was gonna die. Going into Uncharted 4,
because the name was Thief's End, and you, like, they can't kill Drake, but they can kill Sully.
I thought Drake was gonna die, because that was the big, like, thing.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, is Drake gonna die?
Yeah.
In this game? But since Uncharted 2, I've been like, Sully can't die. Sully, no.
They like to tease, they do Sully death tease in almost...
Isn't that how 2 goes? 2, it's either 2 or 3.
3.
Oh, is it 1 actually?
In 1, you see him get shot, and it's the thing.
Bullet, yeah.
In 3, you drink from the water and hallucinate Sully dying.
Yes. Yeah, that happens also.
And then, and it's... I love characters like Sully.
Yeah.
Older fake dads with mustaches.
Yeah.
It's the best. But there definitely should be more female versions of this.
Yeah,
You know?
we gotta pick up Lost Legacy.
That's true.
Is that the game? Is the title of the game is Lost Legacy, right?
I think so.
I'm thinking about, there's a Magic card called Lost Legacy.
Always back to Mad.
That I've been thinking of a lot recently, because it's in my standard deck.
And there's a Planeswalker called Fake Dad, right?
His name is Sully.
Sully, the fake dad.
Alright, so... Uncharted... Lost Legacy.
Yeah.
Bingo bango.
Django. So let's talk about deserved DLC. I guess?
Oh wait, it's... Chloe is the other character?
Yeah, Chloe.
What?
Yeah.
What game was
She
she
was
from?
in 2.
She was 2?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought she was the one in the Vita.
She was like the love interest in 2.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought she was the one in the Vita for time.
No.
Vita
I mean,
Girl's
maybe.
not canon.
Oh, right, of course. So, deserved DLC.
We're still talking about Uncharted.
Are we?
Yeah, I think we got more to talk about in Uncharted.
What do you want to talk about?
We gotta talk about the entirety of the Sam in Uncharted.
Evie, don't put your face in the trash can. What do you want to talk about, Sam?
I thought he was gonna die. I thought
you thought someone was gonna die.
I thought somebody was gonna die.
Rafe died.
Rafe is the only one who died.
Yeah.
End of list. End of list of characters who are dead.
Rafe died.
Also,
and all of Nadine's men.
It's so funny.
Nathan Drake dismantled Nadine's extensive mercenary
It's
army.
so funny that it consistently happens. It's just like
Isn't it funny to think that Nathan Drake has a kill count
Yeah.
Just like a huge
He's
kill
just like a
count.
murderer. Like
And in the epilogue, he's like, language.
he's just like a dad.
And there's like, it's.
It's funny him explaining.
She has you have a gun in this
a
picture.
shot and you and a shotgun. And
Yeah.
It's like we walked into Indonesian pirates and I killed all of them by myself.
Yeah.
I know how to use every single kind of weapon.
I'm an explorer.
Perfectly. One part, my absolute favorite thing about Uncharted is like really like walking into the next area with just like a grenade launcher with like 8 bullets and the fucking handgun with like 8 bullets. I'm like, fuck yourselves. I did walk into one area though with like a shotgun and like no pistol ammo, and it's the boat. Like, you remember when you first find Sam again, and there's like the huge sprawling boat area, the boat graveyard.
I think
You can like swing around, rope, real cool, absolutely unusable in hard mode. I would get on the rope and I'd be like, "Ooh, where's my bullet time? That's the only way this would be good." And then they all shoot me to death. But like, I walked in with a shotgun and I was like, "Shotgun's pretty powerful," and it's like they're all 400 miles away, and I'm like, I need any gun that's not a shotgun. But
you've tried. You stealth as much as you can, right?
yeah,
Absolutely.
I thought there was gonna be a trophy for completing an area in full stealth.
Oh.
There was not.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Because I finally did it too, and I was like, nothing, no reward.
Evie's complaining.
I should get a picture of her, I guess.
Evie. Oh, Evie.
Talk
Talk about me, the master adventurer PV.
So, I really liked the twists with Sam, I guess.
Yeah. He didn't die. Oh, he's
working. He was hired by Rafe.
yeah. He was a fake. He made a fake cover story.
Yeah, how he got out of prison.
Yeah.
I felt really bad for him through a lot of the game. There's like Nate has the whole thing where he's like, "Listen, treasure's not worth it. We just need to get out of here."
Mm-hmm.
And I can't. Like, not even for a second can I blame Sam. Dude's been in prison for 15 years.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is the only thing he's been thinking about this whole time. And I was just like, we gotta go, we gotta get out of here. It's like,
Yeah.
Nate, you've already 3
Yeah, it's true.
lost cities. You gotta give him something.
Well, I mean, he does get something. He also starts adventuring.
Yeah, he gets to adventure.
Can also be a main character later down the line.
I don't think.
You don't think he will be?
I don't think he's going.
I mean, he's just one of those. It's just one of those.
Yeah,
things.
it's just like, oh, she bit the table. Get out of here. Go upstairs.
Evie upstairs.
Go on my chair.
Wow. Power play.
I guess I should get a picture of this too.
So, what else do you want to say, Uncharted wise?
So, I'm trying to think. Oh, I wanted to sort of talk about other games that have mixed it up, and Sly Cooper is one of the ones that comes to me.
Yeah?
Because I was thinking about one of the worst boss fights in Thieves in Time. Did you play Thieves in Time through to the end?
Yeah, I did.
Do you remember the Bentley boss fight where you're in the mech suit against your mouse girlfriend?
Spoilers for Thieves in Time, yes.
Sure. Man, like I like.
If you're a Sly Cooper fan, you're gonna play it. You would have already
played it.
Yeah.
I like Sly Cooper and everything, but even like halfway through the game, I was like, "Oh boy,
Yeah.
oh god."
It feels less.
It just like didn't have it. You know what I mean?
It didn't have the oomph that the trilogy had.
Yeah, sort of.
Even though we didn't play 2.
Yeah, we definitely like got. I mean, 2 is a great example of this kind of game where it mixes it up in all the wrong ways. Because 2 like started you with the others, right?
I think, maybe.
It was just I don't even remember.
It teased the Sly.
It was just like so out there, and it was just like so much, and we just like
Yeah.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
Thieves in Time was like fun and all, but at no part of the game was I ever like hooked. You know what I mean?
By the cane.
Yeah, it's very funny.
I can get that.
Is that a reference in Uncharted? There's a outline. It's called Thief Vision.
Is it by Naughty Dog? Is Sly Cooper by Naughty Dog?
Sly Cooper.
Oh no, Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch. Yeah.
Sucker
Also, later down the line, it's by a different company. Thieves in Time is by a different company, I think.
Well, that makes sense. Oh, Sanzaru Games?
Maybe.
Why is it the company that comes to me? It's like the monkey. No, No, they made the new Sonic Boom 3DS stuff, I think.
Something about this water.
Other furry bullshit.
It's like a movie's coming out though.
Yeah.
I
When's
thought
the second game? When's the second game by the new company gonna come out though?
I don't know.
Because it left off on a big cliffhanger.
Did it?
Yeah. Sly's trapped in one of the time areas without the time machine.
Was he?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
You watched it.
I checked out, dude.
That's fair.
The game was fun and all, and there was even a point in time where I was like, I'm gonna platinum this.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, it's one of those games where I was
no. Sly Cooper and Uncharted 4 makes sense.
like they're the same game.
Like, they're the same arc. They're the same character arc.
Yeah, they're the same game.
Like,
They're both like one last heist.
except Uncharted 4 did it better.
Yeah, because it's more serious.
Because it's the real end. Sly Cooper, A Thieves in Time, is like, oh, we're just going to keep going on wacky adventures.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep going.
Like, with Sly 3, it ended the same way Uncharted 3 ended.
The more I think
Somewhat.
about Sly 3's ending, the more I'm like, yeah, it was definitely correct to get like Thieves in Time up in here, because it's weird that he was like lying to Carmilla.
Well, Carmelita. But they're both in the wrong.
Yeah,
They're both in the wrong because Sly Cooper's like, oh,
I have amnesia.
and Carmelita's like, I'm on that immediate. I'm going to take advantage of him.
Let's get going. They're both taking advantage of each other.
They're both lying and taking advantage of... That's a bad relationship.
Weird way to end that game.
Hold on a minute.
Is Sly Cooper now like a good, healthy relationship?
Yeah. So it would have been if Sly's like becomes a crime like, what is the word? Like, he gives his thoughts.
Oh, he's a oh, damn it. Fuck. He's a
Not advisor.
no, he's a in
I want to say in something.
he's a not an investigator. Oh, god damn it. I know you're fuck, what's the word? God damn it.
In
Like a criminal fuck, what's the show? Is it there's like a there's like a USA show?
yeah, probably USA show would probably have something like this on there.
Fuck, it was it's like a criminal, like an armed criminal who's just to catch murderers. What the fuck is it? Damn it. I feel if I could just like remember the name of that show.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Advisor? No.
I feel like we started with advisor.
What is a word?
That starts with in.
What is a word that's like you know a lot about it? Like you come to them in case you need help? Like, we're having a bit of a trouble, let's
get this person.
yeah, what is it?
It wasn't Suits.
White
White collar I think was the
collar.
White collar? He's been eluding me with his capture. It's fed to catch. Oh, god damn it! It doesn't use the word. Habitable taken by Burke, Caprice goes to a different endgame and return for freedom. Will help the feds catch long-sought criminals. Though skeptical, Burke soon realizes the show is white collar. By the way. Oh my god. This is so bad.
We're so bad. How is this the
Criminal informant?
Criminal informant?
That doesn't sound.
That doesn't sound right.
But it's in. I think informant has got to be it. But it doesn't. It doesn't click.
It doesn't click. It would have clicked. It would have clicked.
What the fuck?
Did we ever have it?
It's not a real word.
Police job. Quick, look up police jobs.
This isn't a real job, though.
We can get Mom down here. You think Mom would know? First guest on the podcast. No. What? What would it be?
It's gotta be informant, right? It's gotta be. What else could it be? In something, but not informant?
Jobs that start with the letter I.
This isn't a real job, though.
This isn't a real podcast. Sly could be that. Our criminal expert.
White Collar created on the finale's big twist, the alternate ending. Ooh.
Who cares?
Oh my god, I hate this. Criminal informant.
You can't be happy with that.
I'm not happy with
I
it.
know you aren't.
You want to stall him? I'll go see if it pops
You want to recreate William's Lonely Hour?
You got thoughts on Sly Thieves in Time?
No, Ben. Okay. I thought it was pretty interesting that Sly 2. I can hear Ben upstairs. Sly 2 and 3 and 4 somewhat created a disabled character in the form of Bentley who wasn't always that. Like, you see him start as some nerdy turtle boy, and he advances to Sly 2 as a sort of like run and gun type of character, and then you see the accident and he becomes like he doesn't like get weighed down by it. He becomes better. Better is not the right word. He becomes more. Like, he rises up and past his disability. This is really bad for William's Lonely Hour. I think that's what's somewhat fun about Sly 3, because you have to... It's somewhat like getting the band back together. Fuck, really? Man, Sly 3 should have just been the ending. If they didn't have that weird trick end at the end. Because it's like... Now that I think more about it, Sly learns his father's last technique, and that's walking on light. Like, it doesn't make any sense that he'd go, like, after that. Oh, Ben is taking forever. Ben is just taking forever. Post in the comments what you think they would do, what they should have done with Sly Cooper. Are you excited for the 5th one, or should they have just ended it at Sly 3? Are you excited for the movie? Do you think there should be an Uncharted movie? It would be weird if there was one, though, because it would just be a Indiana Jones again. That's an interesting question. Movies. No, wait. Video games that can't be movies because they're already almost movies. I think Mass Effect should be one of them. Dragon Age should be one of them, because it'd probably just get way too hard on the chantry religious aspect. Mass Effect shouldn't, because it's too hotly debated which it should be, M-Shep or Fem-Shep. I think it should just be both of them, but like no, Mass Effect shouldn't be a movie.
God damn it. It's gonna be really funny to listen to this and like have you now be talking about Mass Effect.
I was, don't worry. Fuck! Like, I was still on the Sly Cooper tick, and then I slowly went down all the way to Mass Effect.
Was it like a good 5 hours there?
That was a nice William Lonely Hour. It felt like an eternity.
Police Consultant was the one.
That's it!
Oh, you are... So it clicks for you.
Consultant sounds better, right?
Yeah, you're right. It sounds better than Informant. When Mom said it for me, it didn't click.
It doesn't click for me, because we never knew the word.
Yeah.
But we didn't know the word. We knew it existed.
Yeah.
Because we were like, in something.
You're right. I was really banking on the in something, but you're right. It was consulting the whole time.
But
That's the end of the pod. That's the end of the
yeah,
podcast.
Sly
What episode are we? What time are we? What episode?
25 minutes. Should we just
episode 77? This has been a fucking nightmare of a podcast.
should we just end it at William's Lonely Hours?
Yeah, we should end the whole podcast.
Whoa. I'll start my new podcast.
Yeah, Williams Only Hour. I'm going to have a podcast with Alan and Kat. I walked into their podcast.
I heard you at the end. I'm Ben. Also, that was the best ending for a podcast because Alan was like, I'm Bubblegum, and Kat was like, I'm Sassy, and then you were like, and I'm Ben. And then Alan just like, he sounded like the whole thing just fell apart at the end.
It was funny because I wasn't supposed to be there. Because it's Thursday and I'm normally in class. But I got to campus and I parked and I looked on the corner and I did not have my bags. I did not have like my binder with all my school stuff in it. So I couldn't take notes if I wanted to. So I walked up to the building, I checked in on the phone app, and then I left. And then I went home. And then I relaxed for a second. I got my bag and I walked in and they were recording and I was like, fuck. And they were like, it's okay, we're cutting this anyways. And I'm like, alright, if you guys are cutting this anyways. And I like walked into the kitchen and made myself a snack. And then like they were like, alright, let's record the ending. And then I chimed in.
I don't understand how they have a much, they've gone into it so much.
It's very professional.
It's so professional. And yet, don't tell them. But we're better.
Oh, I know.
Kat won't be listening to this. She's still in like the 30s. She won't get to this episode for a long while.
Robo wants some water. By the time they get here,
I'll be long gone. I'll have moved and gotten amnesia. I'll be a police consultant.
they can't wink. They can't blame you for that.
It'll be my last game. I swear. Wink.
Nice.
As you were gone, William Lonely Hours took me into an area where I realized that Sly 3 should have just been the ending. Because the start up to it was one last heist. He got the band back together.
You're right.
He got the band back together. That's the end. That's where it ends.
Yeah, Sly 3 was supposed to be the last. It was like
the last job.
Yeah.
He learned his father's technique, walking on light. Remember?
Oh, yeah, shit, that was his father's
the
technique.
big thing.
That's sick. And then it's like Thieves in Time.
Thieves in Time. Sly
You like racist caricatures?
Oh,
we got some racist
God,
caricatures.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. All played by white people.
Your great-great-great-great-grandfather invented sushi.
Ugh.
That Middle Eastern grandfather of yours, super lazy. It's just like, Sly, what's going on here?
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper, is your whole family like racist caricatures?
Sly, did you invent racism?
Sly, that's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to get here. You back in time, you didn't fix this.
You ruined things. You ruined things for everyone, Sly.
That dude went back in time to steal all those canes, and he was right.
That guy went back in time. Sly went back in time to sexualize his girlfriend. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
He also went in time to sexualize his best friend.
Murray wanted it. Murray really...
Don't say that.
I can't stress enough how much Murray wanted to do it,
what
though.
a video game.
Do you remember?
Let's take it back. We're gonna cut this one at Williams Only Hour. Let's do the part where we do the spoilers for the episode.
Anyway, you're Bubblegum. I'm Sass.
I'm Ben. That's funny. That's how I'm gonna end all. I gotta bring like.
I'm Ben. Murray wanted it.
That's.
William's Lonely Hour 2. Murray wanted it.
Oh God, I hate this fucking podcast. I think the last episode that I like really genuinely hated was the Zero's Roll theory.
Why? It's a good theory.
I hate it. It's so clearly wrong, but it's got so much ground to stand on.
I have the high ground.
It's like a watching like Mad Pat video where he's right, and it's like, God fucking shut up. I don't like you, but you're unfortunately correct in this one.
Matt Pat. Okay, there's the thing though. Matt Pat's always wrong.
Yeah.
and he's a coward.
Sort of by virtue of being MatPat, he's incorrect.
You know what I feel bad about is that I don't know how about his feelings about it, but there's one guy who I'd still consider watching from the Game Theorists,
Oh yeah,
and it's the one guy who produces the least amount of content from in that.
of course.
It's the Ronnie. His name's that. His online persona is him. He's like a blocky animation, and he has just glasses that are phased over and brown messy hair. I remember his videos being pretty good, just a fun thing, and he was just the person who uploaded the least on the Game Theorist channel. I think he was mainly an editor, and I just
Yeah.
I wish he was not part of that trio.
Go somewhere else, buddy.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I can't think of anywhere else to go.
We can't talk about DLC.
Oh, I haven't played any DLC recently. When was the last time I installed some DLC?
What's
to
deserved DLC? What game deserves DLC?
I feel like here's the thing that's weird. I feel like if a game needs DLC,
Yeah.
it doesn't deserve DLC. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If a game, Mass Effect 3, no, am I thinking of the right game? Mass Effect 3 got an update to
Yes.
change the ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's a game that got a DLC ending to try and fix it? Was it Mass Effect 3?
Mass Effect 3 had it wasn't a fix. It was an update.
Yeah, so not that then.
It inserted more pieces into it.
Right. I'm thinking more like a game that ending was that was bad. And then later they're like, here's the DLC though. Is this good?
There was definitely something like that.
So Azura's Wrath is a weird one.
Oh,
about that.
Zora's Wrath was very weird.
This is sort of the culmination of the last week's topic and then what you wanted the next week's topic to be.
Yeah.
Because Azura's Wrath, absolutely cinematic game. Equal parts gameplay, cinematography, and oh boy, is it good.
Yeah.
Probably in my top 50 games of all time.
Oh, okay. Well, top 50 makes a lot of sense.
Top 10 is probably pushing it.
Yeah, probably.
It might be up in the top 10. I remember a lot of parts of Azura's Wrath as being very good.
Yeah.
It also sort of just defined what I think is a cool fight scene.
Definitely. Yeah.
And then but I'm glad I picked it up for $9
So you could
instead of $60.
Yeah, so you didn't have to spend $70 or so.
Yeah, so that when I was like, hey, it's time to buy the DLC, chip in another $5 or $10, I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's more than worth it. That's what I'll pay for a video game.
Definitely.
Because it... So when I got to the ending and it was like, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta pay the money to get the full ending, I was like, sounds good, but if I did it at $60, I'd be like, fuck this, fuck you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fallout 3.
Fallout 3 had it.
That's
yeah.
exactly what I'm thinking of. Fallout 3.
Broken Steel.
Broken Steel, yeah, where you wake up afterwards.
Yeah.
And it's
even though they should have just made it so you wake up afterwards.
They should have just made it so you don't have to die there.
Yeah.
So I like Fallout 3, don't get me wrong.
Fallout 3 definitely has some issues when you look back on it.
It's the weakest of the Fallout games that I've played for sure. I haven't
Yeah.
played 1, 2, or Brotherhood of Steel. Or 1 or Brotherhood of Steel? Is it? There's 1,
1, 2, and then Brotherhood of Steel is like a tactics game.
Okay. They're all 3. Anyways.
Just say you haven't played 1 and 2. No one's gonna be like, oh, he hasn't played Brotherhood of Steel.
Fallout Brotherhood.
I'll say this though about Fallout 1. Good ending.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. That's the one where you go back to the vault.
You can. Well, I don't know about that, but you can. Spoilers for Fallout 1. I haven't even played it, but Fallout 1, you can be you can logic the final boss.
Yeah.
Where you can present the data where it's you've made.
You shouldn't be doing this.
It's not you shouldn't be doing this. It's you can't. It won't work.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you do everything, if you're a science proficiency and your logic and stuff, you go through, you find that the super mutants are infertile.
Oh.
And you're like, it won't work. It can't work. Your super mutants are infertile. They cannot breed. And he's like, this is impossible. And he like calls, like, he like puts one on speaker and it's like, is it true? And it's like, yes. And he's like, it's so like eerie because he uses voice clips.
Oh.
He uses voice clips to speak. So he like it'll be like he'll be like talking normally, and then it'll
shift.
It'll splice in like a woman's voice screaming sorry or something like that, and then he'll just say get out, and then he'll blow up the building.
Jesus,
because he failed. He did the one thing he wanted to do to save the world, to evolve humanity so they could live in the wasteland. Failed.
Yeah, I gotta pick it up.
It's good. It sounds so good. I'm going to tell you something else. Do you mind if I tell you something else about Fallout 1 that I found out that's really good? How you handle the first big town. Because it's not like Megaton. I'll tell you that much. Because it actually has consequences. And it actually...
What, did you watch H Bomber Guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're referencing?
Yeah.
Okay, I actually haven't watched it because, like, I know I'm gonna play it at some point.
Oh, do you want me to not spoil it then?
You can talk about it if you want to.
It did it right. It did how you handle the first town right.
Yeah.
So, in the town, you can be like, oh, the mob boss wants me to kill the good dude sheriff.
Yeah.
Who's a good man, and he just wants right by his town. But killing the sheriff can be good for the town. Because if the mob boss takes over, it's more successful.
Right.
There's more business there. There's more, like, it grows. Like, it doesn't stay that humdrum town with just a mob boss and a sheriff. It becomes, like, a big area, and it's like, by killing the sheriff who defends people, who keeps them, it's the status quo.
Yeah. But it's like, so once the sheriff is gone, you can do shadier things, but shadier things is more profitable business.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's definitely not Megaton's. You can either keep it or you can
Blow
blow it up for caps and room here.
Yeah.
Is that good? Is it good or bad?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Fallout 3 is like a huge defining part of
that generation of games.
Yeah, that generation of games, and I still really liked it. I'm never going to be like, Fallout 3 was a bad game. But it's just, it's got a lot of flaws.
Yeah, when you look back on it, it is a very flawed game.
And putting that DLC in is really just putting a Band-Aid over, like, a open wound.
Yeah. And then, like, the other DLCs it made were just, like, funny little cartoon Band-Aids, like an alien Band-Aid, or a computer tech Band-Aid, or what's another?
What was it? It was Operation Anchorage.
Operation Anchorage.
Mothership Zeta.
Oh, and then like
the Pit.
The Pit, yeah. And then they put like and also the bog, the swamp.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that was also damn it.
What
Far Harbor.
No, that's
Point Lookout.
Point Lookout. And then they put like a cool chain looking Band-Aid over it, and then they put like a
frog Band-Aid.
A frog Band-Aid, yeah. And then it's like, but did this?
My legs are gone.
My legs are gone, Doctor.
Doc.
I did talk about Bentley becoming a disabled character halfway through the series.
Oh yeah.
And how it's interesting to see how he progresses.
One of the things that happens in Mothership Zeta is that you can't go back, which is a weird way to do a DLC, especially in a Fallout game of all things.
Yeah.
I want more than anything to be able to jump in and out of
Well,
this.
that's the thing. Think about it.
I know.
3 of the DLCs don't let you go back.
Like, they're literally just like over there one-shot things, and it's like, Fallout, don't get me wrong, I like having an extra thing to do, but fuck this.
Can you go back to the pit? I don't think you can.
I think once you're done, you're done. Mothership Zeta is probably the exact same way.
So 4. Broken Steel, Mothership Zeta, the pit.
Broken Steel is
Anchorage. Broken Steel, you go to a different area, you blow up an airport, and why would you go back?
But there's like other stuff to do, right?
Yeah. The rest of Fallout 3.
But can you fast travel in and out of that area and...
I think so. I don't think there's much to do else.
But you can do it. You can, like... That's sort of the big thing here. Is in Point Lookout, and I think Point Lookout, like, is a whole other area with, like, missions and stuff to do. And that's really all I want. Mothership Zeta fucking sucks. It's one of the worst DLCs I've ever played. Because you go into it, the Alien Blaster is one of the strongest weapons in the game.
And it's a finite amount of ammo.
So you're like, Mothership Zeta is going to line me up. I'm going to get the fucking sickest weapons in the game. And then it's like, even the Alien Blaster sucks there. And it's like...
Yeah. You know, weird thing for Fallout. They should have run out of bullets by now, right?
Like, just in general?
Like, are people people aren't manufacturing bullets.
You can make bullets?
I guess.
You do make bullets.
Yeah, that's true. It just feels like...
Also, you'd be surprised about how much ammo people have.
Yeah, that's true. And it's America. Okay, never mind.
Never bullets on every corner.
Never mind. Okay. You're really nursing that water.
It doesn't taste good.
Okay. Are we ending it there?
That's the end of the episode.
It doesn't taste good. Anyway, I wanted to say this about Fallout 1. If you can get me that excited about a story without me actually playing it, I think that means it's a good game.
Yeah,
or it's a good story.
It's a good story for sure, and it's also a great way to do things. One of the things that I like is the rewards for actually following through with like intelligence.
Yeah. You get the easy sending, I think.
Yeah, it's also very satisfying.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that I've sort of struggled with in adventures. Because the thing that more than anything is like if you're playing charisma, intelligence, survival,
it's very hard to do stuff.
You're playing support.
Yeah.
That's sort of the only way it is. But having intelligence proficiency on the team is almost like you can't not have it.
Like the thing about that is Soulbound Arc 2. I'm so glad Grunock had an intelligence proficiency.
So I could give him
that information.
Yeah.
Because like if I would have just had like if I put reading for the players to do outside of it,
yeah,
and I didn't send you that,
there would be no way to
there'd be no way to know that.
But it's like, and that's sort of the thing is that it's like if you have an intelligence or a charisma proficiency or a survival proficiency, it's gonna sort of feel like bad once you like get into combat and you're like, I can't do anything with this. But then once you legit start like taking down people's armor and start rallying, which is the charisma thing, and I'm gonna make the survival thing the only way you can stabilize people is if you have a survival proficiency.
Oh, shit!
You can get potions,
right? Yeah,
everybody can get potions.
That makes sense.
But survival is the only one that can legitimately like stabilize people.
You know, survival should give like a pick me up, like a 10. You give 10 health.
So here's the thing that I'm going with.
You could trade 10 stamina for a 10 health. That's.
You know. So each non-combat proficiency. So strength lets you attack with strength weapons. Agility lets you attack with agility weapons. Skill weapons.
Magic.
Stealth.
Yeah.
So
and stealth has its own stuff.
Stealth has like a whole other thing going on there.
Yeah.
But each non-combat one, each thing that you can't make a combat roll for, is going to unlock an ability.
Yeah. So rally, inspect,
right.
Stable.
Yeah, exactly like that. So it's going to be like, if you're in charisma, then you can in combat rally. If you don't have any charisma, you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're intelligence in combat, you can analyze. Is that?
You know what? I somewhat did that in a very early. I did the "Can't you see it" perk.
Yeah.
I made it so like, these two security bouncers, like their shoes are a weakness and their belts are a weakness.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and I was like, you can influence how the combat goes with that, and it went somewhere.
We had a lot of perks in there that were like, they sounded good like on paper, but then it was like, how does that translate exactly into the game? And then you just gotta write it.
Yeah.
You just have to figure out exactly how it works into the game. And I feel like the reducing enemies' defense stat is like a very strong thing for intelligence to be able to
Absolutely. Do. Is that the end of the podcast?
Yes.
That has been How'd you like that water?
I didn't like
You've been
it.
spending this entire episode saying, I don't like this. This water tastes weird. I don't like this water.
I don't like the water.
Because
It's
as it turns out, when you drink water alone, it's not the best thing in the world.
I feel like also just like drinking it after the sundae didn't help.
That's true. Drinking it at night isn't always the best thing to do.
Yeah.
All right. That has been episode 77 of Cookies and Milk.
I'm Ben.
I've been your host, William.
It's funny. It never gets old.
Bye.